Hey, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua by Hashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostle, that was a great millstone, and rule and teach well. Peace and blessing to you, sincere Akims, pushing this truth throughout the four winds. Okay, you can see this video is going to be entitled, We Must Be Bold. Okay, boldness is a major requirement. Okay. We understand that Yahweh Shem Yahushua did not put the spirit of fear over us. Okay. Being bold is just something that's major. You know, we have to wear that spirit of I'm here till the end. Okay, I'm here till the wheels fall off. Okay, we got to put in our mind frame through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that nothing's going to sway nor veer us off of this path that we're on, even if it means death. Okay, it says fight until death and I'm gonna give you the crown of life. Okay, so we have to understand that all these things are temporal. All the things that we see that poses a threat to the flesh are temporal. Okay, it's just temporary things. You know, everything is temporary. Eternity, immortality, all those things are permanent. Okay, so to get all these things lined up, we have to be bold. All right, we have to put a spirit off of boldness. Okay, because if you walk this walk for so many amount of years, you did the works, prayed, fast, and all those things, what comes next is if you have to be put to death and you throw the towel in, you just gave away all those years of your life for nothing. It's crazy. So you might as well be bold to the end, bro. Yeah, it's just something that has to be done. Okay. This is Acts 4:29. It says, and now, Lord, behold their threatenings. Guess what? We're going to be threatened for our lives. But hey, weren't we required to give over our lives anyway? And grant unto thy servants that with all boldness they may speak thy word. So, with all boldness, we need to speak these words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? And this is the definition of boldness. Freedom in speaking, unreservedness in speech. So you're not pulling any punches. Okay? You're not pulling any punches. The way it comes out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the way that it's going to come out in a truthful manner. Okay? It says openly, frankly, without concealment. That pistol it's cocked and it's ready to be fired. You don't have to take it off safety. Okay? Without ambiguity or circumulation. You don't have to run it through your mind before you say it or think about what you're going to say before you say it. It's naturally and it's gonna flow. Okay? Without the use of figures and comparisons. Okay? It's straight. It's unfiltered. It's straight, bro. It's uncut and raw. You speak this truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, let it be in boldness and let it be raw and unfiltered. Okay? That's how you want it to go out because you don't want blood on your hands. You don't want to pull your sword back. All right? This is Jeremiah 48:10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua deceitfully. So, If the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, guess what? You bring it out the way it is. You don't bring it out deceitfully and say that it's Christianity, all because you want to try to prove someone else wrong. Okay? You wear it in boldness. You speak this truth in boldness. Show some faith in what you believe in. And show some faith in truth. Okay? And curse be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. Your sword, your words from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when they swing, it's supposed to cut and pierce the person on the other end. It's supposed to pierce their spirit. Okay? It's supposed to cut them and slice all the doctrines of men to the point to where it's no denial. Okay? That blood is not on your hands now. To tell someone there's no name to call on, you had to sit down and think about that. You had to come up with a doctrine to think about telling people these things. All right? Why? Because you're going to cater to people's feelings. That's not what we're in the business of doing. We're not in the business of catering to people's feelings. We're in the business of doing the works of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to where it's understood, it's cut, paste, and dried. All right? It's just that simple. All right? Give it. That's how I like, me personally, I like things to be straight up and just truth. Just give it to me the way it's supposed to be. Don't leave any strings to where things are lingering, to where I have any questions, to where it's not what I think it is. Okay? I want it all the way truth, all the way real. Therefore, if it's that way, I have no questions about it. Okay? You don't leave no stone unturned, bro. Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. If you know what you're saying is true through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're going to stand bold and on those principles. Okay? You're going to stand bold and stand on those principles to where no one can tell you anything because it's cut, paste, and dried in the scriptures. All right? Only the wicked are going to flee. Their doctrine is going to flee. Because reality, when it sets in and you see the mark of the beast brought forth and you see the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua being called on, and that's going to be your escape route, everything that people say when you're standing righteously and bold on what you're saying, it's going to pierce that. And that's not holding your sword back. So all these things that people in other camps or whatever, what they say, they're going to have to stand on. Okay, your congregation believe that the mark of the beast is not the chip. Okay. So when they take it, they're going to see. When it's forced upon them, they're actually going to see that it really is. But that's why we're standing bold on these things. All right? You have to stand your ground. Don't fold. Folding is not an option. No matter how it looks, you have to stand bold on what you believe in, bro. Otherwise, you're a phony. Okay? This is Acts 13:43. Now when the congregation was broken up, many of the Jews and religious proselytes followed Paul and Barnabas, who, speaking to them, persuaded them to continue in the grace of the Most High. Now it says, and the next Sabbath day, come almost the whole city together to hear the word of the Most High. But when the Jews saw the multitudes, they were filled with envy. And spake against those things which were spoken by Paul. Why all of a sudden? Contradicting and blaspheming. So they thought Now, what you're saying is contradicting of the scriptures. And you're blaspheming. Then Paul and Barnabas waxed bold. So now they stood up and was like, nah, look, check this out. This is your own understanding. We know what's going on. We know what we're talking about. Okay? It was necessary that the word of the Most High should be first given, or first have been spoken to you. But seeing ye put it from you, and judge yourselves unworthy of everlasting life, lo, we turn to the Gentiles. We turn to these Israelites that's in a lowly state. Okay? But they had to stand bold bringing this out. Because the Jews saw the multitude, they feel, you know what I'm saying, they were filled with envy, because it's like, you wasn't speaking these same things last week. Okay? So, how are you going to speak them now? All right? And they were like, we're standing bold. We're going to preach what we're preaching through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because this is what we're supposed to do. You rejected it. So now we need to go to the lowly of our people. All right? The ones that really don't get it. We got to speak to them now, because they're in a low mind state to who they are, what's going on. Try to give it to you. It'll be the same thing today as us going to a Christian pastor in a church. Okay? He's stuck in his ways. He's going to stand bold on what he thinks is the truth. Okay? So, you may see someone in his congregation that really don't get it. You may see him outside at a store or something, and you speak to him on this truth or whatever. You may be on the highways and hedges and like, I seen you went to such and such church or whatever, and now it transitions over from basically people in a higher state and a higher position, like a Christian pastor. He's full of money. He has money. He has his congregation. So he don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing. He's leading the people astray. He don't see nothing wrong with that. But the truth has to come out, and you have to stand bold on what you believe in. Okay? So that's the same thing Paul and Barnabas was doing. So now we have to give this to the lowly. The people that's not aware of you basically lying to them. All right? Everything sounds good when it benefits people. When it benefits a certain person or a certain people. But when it contradicts what they're saying, now it's a problem. Okay? Imagine if this doctrine were the same as God loves everyone, salvation's for everyone. Guess what? Everybody would be on this Israelite movement. But that's not the way it's set up. The Most High chooses the lowly. Okay? This is Acts 5:20. And to him they agreed. Salakia. It says, and to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten, Salakia, they called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they, Salakia. Okay, it says, commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahweh Shai, and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer the shame for his name. So they're looking like, we're going to preach this doctrine regardless. We're going to get this word out regardless, even if you beat us. Even if we're beaten. Okay? They rejoiced. They rejoiced to suffer for just speaking the truth. Okay? It says, and they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And daily in the temple and every house, they ceased not to teach and preach Yahweh Shah Mashiach. So look, man, the job got to continue. Look, we're going to stand bold. If y'all see us again and we're outnumbered and y'all beat us again, we're not going to stop doing this. This is a sold out mind frame. This is being bold. All right. This is Psalms 116:15. Precious in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahshai is the death of his saints. So unless you're in this walk or in this race till the death and for the purpose of standing bold to the end, you're wasting your time. Okay, I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai by Hashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostle, and that was a great millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all. Can push this truth throughout the four winds.